Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. Yes, you never thought you'd see me on a Monday morning this week, did ya? Well, I'll tell you what, I'm taking and making the most of it. That's what I'm doing. I'm not here for the longest time, but I'm here for a good time, if you understand what I'm saying. But anyway, guys, yeah, welcome back on Cannon Fodder TV. We've got some three segmented. I say three, it's probably like two and a little bit, a squidgen bit. Yeah, two and a half, maybe two and three quarters could be. Interesting news. Know that you would have seen from the thumbnail artwork, and there's two players. I'll try my best to pronounce one of these two players' names. I promise. I promise. I promise. But anyway, guys, yeah, let's get into this particular one. On the other side of this intro music. Yes, indeedy. Welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over. This was the first segment. It's the first segment. It's the first live segment. There's not going to be one later on, but there was some pre-recorded bits and pieces that came up early this morning, and there's going to be one coming up later on today. But in regards to this one, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell notification button so you can receive almost breaking news right here. Breaking belated news. Yeah, breaking belated news. Anyway, guys. Anyway. So yes, I know that you would have seen. Maybe the headline could be yeah, Neves, Neves. Yes, Neves. Oh, interesting. Ruben Neves tells teammates he's willing to join Arsenal this summer with talks underway for the midfielder. Wolves midfielder Ruben Neves has indicated to his teammates that he wants to join Arsenal. He's told them that, really? The Portuguese international has emerged as a transfer target for the Gunners, with Mikel Arteta eager to strengthen his options in the middle of the park, especially after the debacle with Buendia. Did you not hear about Buendia? He ain't come to Arsenal. The Sunday Times claims that Arsenal have begun work to bring the midfielder to North London and are hopeful of agreeing a deal for around £34 million. Now, Wolves, meanwhile, are open to selling he's only 24 years of age. Wow. And according to the Daily Mail, Neves is aware of Arsenal's interest and has indicated his willingness to join the Gunners to his Wolves teammates. Just a couple of things that's kind of slapped me in the face from this one. Yeah, kind of slapped me in the face. Neves telling his teammates he wants to leave. He wants to leave Wolves to come to Arsenal. That's nice. It's really good. And yeah, around £34 million. That's somewhere in between. Yeah, how much we lost Buendia for. Yeah. Did you not hear about Buendia? He's not coming to Arsenal. He's not coming to Arsenal. But yeah. I mean, for me, I like Ruben Neves, and his stats are better than, I'm sorry, Mohamed El-Neni's, better than Thomas Partey's. I think it's out of 35 or 34 Premier League games, they scored like 5 goals. No one in the midfield can match that. Nobody. I'm just talking about Thomas Partey and Mohamed El-Neni. Ceballos can't match that. Now, just going, kind of got some other bits and pieces of information in regards to his style of play. Now, in an article on UEFA.com, describes Neves as a defensive midfielder who is not afraid to go forward and prompt attacks, showing great maturity combined with an accurate passing skill, great vision, and an astute sense of positioning. His playing attributes are granted with him comparisons to Portuguese national teammate Coutinho for his fine touch, a similar desire to press his opponents, and excellent distribution. To me, it doesn't sound like a defensive midfielder. Doesn't sound like a defensive midfielder to me. Sounds like an attacking midfielder. Could it work? Could he work alongside Thomas Partey with those stats? Why not? Sorry, guys. Sorry about this. Well, yeah, I mean, for me, it could work. But to me, it doesn't sound like a defensive midfielder. It sounds like more like an attacking midfielder. But listen, again, it says that he's positional play and he's now some kind of sniffing out any dangers there. Why not? And then you put in that equation that he's able to score goals. 35, 34 Premier League starts, scored 5 goals. Who can match that stat there with the midfield that we have? But Joe Willock possibly could, but we've got some Joe Willock news we're going to be going in on. But yeah, I mean, how would you guys feel about now that we lost? Well, we didn't have Buendia anyway, but what do you think about Ruben Neves? What I'm going to do, I'm going to put him up as a comment, as a poll once we finish this one here. Okay. Yeah. So let's see about that. But quite interesting. I do like Ruben Neves, and I like the Portuguese revolution that Espírito Santo managed to create over there at Wolves. Yeah, interesting. But I'll put it as a poll. The other news. Okay, I've got to be very careful with my pronunciation and how I say this gentleman's name. Yes. Brace yourself, Alex. Brace yourself. Brace yourself. I'm trying to find the news. That's what I'm trying to buy some time. Mikel Arteta and Arsenal handed transfer boost in search for Emi Buendia alternative. Now, who's handed them this boost? Who's told them, actually, you missed out on Buendia. You can now go for this gentleman here. Paper talk. That's what it is. The silly season. Anyway, Arsenal target Hakan Calhanoglu. Looks set to leave AC Milan this summer as Rossinieri will not budge over the new contract demands from Calhanoglu. Calhanoglu enjoyed a terrific campaign in Milan, AC Milan, my favourite Italian team, topping Serie A for a number of chances, creating statistics and stats, including the likes of key passes and shot creating actions, and his side finished just second place in Serie A, second place. But I've done a video in regards to Hakan, so you have to find out my in-depth thought about this player. And also, a bit of a tongue twister for me, Hakan Calhanoglu. I had to practice that quite a few times. But if you really want to know my thoughts about this gentleman here, another possibility, an alternative to a Buendia, you have to wait and see. That video will be coming up later on in the afternoon. Yeah, it's an in-depth video there. And last but not least, like I said, these things, they come in threes, don't they? Joe Willock. This one's a bit of a surprise for me, actually. Again, if you believe it. Yeah. Anyway, Joe Willock. Yeah, Newcastle set clear Joe Willock transfer stance as Arsenal face a big summer decision. Newcastle apparently have registered their interest in signing Arsenal midfielder Joe Willock on a permanent deal this summer. We know the 21-year-old enjoyed a fine loan spell with the Magpies, notching up 8 goals in 14 Premier League appearances at Newcastle. And he won the Premier League Player of the Month award for May, having scored 7 goals in 7 games. Newcastle have registered their interest with Arsenal, according to the Chronicle, but the Gunners are in no rush to make a decision regarding Willock. Yeah, just take your time. Take your time, Arteta, and make the right decision. What is the right decision? Sell him. For me personally, you've got to sell him. The report cites that sources in North London sense United may need to splash £30 million in order to prize the hell-end graduate away from the Gunners, although there is a deal to be done. £30 million. They want to squeak at that, do you? I would never value Joe Willock at £30 million. Just shows how desperate they are to have this player here. £30 million for Joe Willock. Arsenal, Arteta, are you not tempted? £30 million. Do the deal. Do it. Alrighty. So there you go. Those are 3 segments of live news coming right back at you from Canon 4 TV's perspective. Quick shout out to everyone who tuned into my live broadcast from the Emirates yesterday. I got some comments on Twitter. One gentleman from United States, Texas, who said, Alex, I'm so proud of you, really proud of you, but why can't you, surely you can work with other podcasters in North London. And I'm not sure how many podcasters actually live or located in London. And I sent him a nice message saying, thank you for your kind words, but I'm not here to be the lead charge for the other podcasters there. I'm doing my bit the best way possible. So if the other podcasters are interested, I'm sure they can do what they think is reasonable and right if they want to. But I'm not here to be the main flag bearer. Say, oh, come on, guys, come on. Can't we just get together? And I just give the example, a small sample example. The stadium, the capacity is, I think, 62 or 63,000. That's the capacity of the stadium, the Emirates Stadium. You mean we can't just get 1% cannot turn up? That's all I have to say. I'm not here to galvanize and say, again, guys, come on, let's get together. Each and every one of you has to do what you think is reasonable and right if you want to add something to the movement. And like I said, when I was turning up there was security, there was stadium security. I'm thinking, right, okay. Yeah, the powers that be have seen me wandering around the Emirates with my Cronky Out banner, and listen, I'm had now. I've had it now. But no, they were just walking around the stadium. And then I saw people going into the armory to buy the merchandise, and people coming out who just bought their merchandise. If you really want the owner out, you have to add something to the movement. If you want to, but you cannot have your cake and eat it too. And you know what I'm talking about. All the angst, the anger that we've seen for the last 10 years, the lack of investment, the European Super League, the numerous amount of kits coming out, and yet we don't see any way out of the woods with these players, an inexperienced manager, and yet you still go and buy your merchandise. Well, listen, you pays your money, you takes your pick. That's all I can say. Yeah, it's not about what we want and what we need. It's what we deserve. And Stan Kroenke, we deserve him. We deserve him. Now, there's no doubt in my mind. I'm going to come to this point where I will no longer be able to go to the Emirates for whatever reason. Whether I'll probably get fed up just seeing I'm the only one there, but I'm not going to be able to go there every Sunday. And that's all I'm going to say. That is all I'm going to say. Let's go to the live chat. Let's see who has joined me on this particular one. Now, this gentleman here, thoughts. Good morning. Big ups, bro. In your own opinion, Ruben Neves and Buendia, with one would you pick as your best? Neves. And I'm not saying because we didn't eventually. I mean, there's been some talk about whether Arsenal actually went in and bid for Buendia. But I listen. I've seen a lot more of Neves, and I love him. Look at his stats. So if you ask me to pick between those two players there, Neves, you can see I'm looking at like it's God who wanted Arsenal to miss out on Buendia because of Neves. I feel Neves. Okay, thank you for that, my brother. I hope you're well. Say hello to your family from everyone on Canal 4 TV. And my VAR for the morning show, Monty says, "What going, Alex, and the Canal 4 TV family? I hope everyone is well. I'm fine. I hope you're well, brother. Stay safe, yeah." It's also a reminder everyone to thumbs up and subscribe if you are new here, please. Yeah, we're making our way quickly to 12,000. 12,000 subscribers. Imagine that. People literally just, God, daring me. What's going on up in here, man? What's going on? Anyway, good morning, brother. Good morning, Gogo. Hope you're well, my friend. Now, Gogo said, I wouldn't take Neves because he's something close to Shaka. Immobile and expensive. We need Basuma, but I would take the other player on your screen. Okay, Hakan. Callum Hanglu. You take him. Well, the big difference is we had to fork out 30 in the region of £34 million for Neves, whereas Hakan, he'll be a free free agent or free, yeah. And I kind of I'm not gonna say nothing more than that, but in my in-depth, I'll say in-depth, but it's a little bit longer. My thoughts about the Turkish international. There's something in there that might just turn it in our favour. You're probably thinking, what is Alex talking about? You have to wait and see for the video. Wait and see for the video. But yeah, I like Neves, man. I like Neves. Hey, Alex, static. Yes, my brother. Alex, you forgot Shaka as well. Did I? I wonder why. That is inaccurate. Neves is a central midfielder. He can defend and attack. Yeah, I was thinking, even as I've seen how he plays, to me, he's more of an attacking midfielder. Yeah. Willock! Willock, man. We've got to sell Willock, man. Have to sell Willock. Ruben Neves reminds me of Pirlo, but a little bit better defensively. Of course, Pirlo is way better than him. Yes, Pirlo. Alex, you can just say Hakan see. Nah, man, I'll give myself a challenge, man. Nah, Karahanum no glue. Hakan see. Okay, I'll say Hakan see. All right, so someone's giving me a lesson here. So it's pronounced Chilanglu. Chinanglu. All right, you know what? I think I'll stick with Hakan see, man. I'll stick with Hakan see. Greetings, DG and DG Nation. John Wayne, good morning. CF Nation, yeah. So I was thinking, what's it? DG? What's going on DG? Yeah. Greetings and CF Nation. Thank you for that, my brother. At least Willock wants to play every week for Newcastle. Will Arteta offer that to Willock? No. And that has always been from my angle. I can't see where is he going to permit and allow Willock to play game in and game out, irrespective of whether he has a good game or not. I mean, he afforded that option or opportunity for the W man, didn't he? He won't be extending that to Joe Willock. So yeah, the two W's. Joe Willock. The youngster's better off staying at Newcastle, really. And £30 million for Joe Willock. £30 million. Wow. Huh. Nixon, good morning. Says Alex, we are tired with every season. Oh, Arsenal target Buendia, target Kun Aguero, target Neves without breaking the bank. This is madness. We need things to happen. We do. I know some people have been saying on Twitter, just calm your breeches, just take it easy. The transfer window actually hasn't opened officially, so it's still early days. But I've said, with all this stuff here, it's the sign of things to come. That's the way I can see it. That's the way I see it. It's the start. I know this saying how it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And with Arsenal, it's always like 11th hour bids. Actually, we just woken up. We need to get that player. Get the business done early doors. Get it done early, quickly. Yeah. From a continuity perspective, once you've got the players over, and it's from Arsenal, I mean, I know the players are going to be, out on international duty, but you want to get the players in early, train with them, become familiar with the system. So, come like the first two, 3 or 4 or maybe even 10 games, the Premier League, the players will know the system. What is the system? I have no idea. But get the business done quickly, early doors. Oops. I lost my point of reference. Stanley says, smash the likes. Smash the likes. Bueno says Arnie, and I've seen some of your your comments, posts, live shows out. Thank you for your undivided support. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. It is truly silly season. Yes, it is. I said, man. Fool me once, fool me twice, fool me a third time, then I'm at fault, man. Doing transfer news the first time on Cannon 4 TV, I thought, oh my goodness, why can't we just sign the player? I was thinking, no, I'm never going to fall for this again, man. I won't believe it. I don't believe it until I see the player holding up the jersey. That's when I'll believe it. And like I say, when I do my pre-recorded stuff, you hear me say it. No, really? This player's not going to be signing? I don't believe it. That is my default. I don't believe it. So Arsenal proved me wrong. Yeah, I don't believe it. It's silly season. Anyway, Monty says, check out the merchant description box and make a purchase if you are able to do so. And I've got some homework. My brother told me to do this, Alex, please, going forward. So today I need to do something on our merch store. You can also make a quick and painless donation using the super chat button if you wanted to help and support your friendly local podcaster. It's like the little dollar sign, pow, right there. Why can't we get both Ruben Neves and Basuma? I'm sick and tired of settling for one player instead of the other one. We are Arsenal, for crying out loud. Arsenal do this every year. That's why I don't get vexed. I don't get vexed about it because, like you said, Arsenal do this every year. So unless they do something different, I don't get stressed out about it because I know with the news that came out about Buendia, I just laughed to myself. Arsenal cannot compete with Aston Villa. And for me, it's not about signing players. It's about getting rid of the players. Get rid of them. Get rid of the players that we have at Arsenal. And then Aziz as the defensive mid and Smith Rowe as the attacking mid. Right now, let's concentrate on selling instead of buying. That's what I've said. That's what I said. I got shot down a couple of times. People say, no, but it's not about that. For a self-sustaining model, it's the other way around. You buy and then you get rid. I think about buy with what? How can you buy something when you don't have the finances to buy that thing? You got surely get rid of that thing that you own to generate the finance to buy that thing that you want. That's and I don't know. Am I missing something? Sell the thing that you have first. Raise the capital that you need to buy the thing that you want. Once you've sold the aforementioned thing, you have the money, then you are able to buy the thing that you want. That's sure. Is that not how it works? Gail, good morning. Says I'm ready with the board and management. We need a real investment in the team, or it's mid-table obscurity for us. Where it is going to be that, Gail. It is. Basuma Lamptey would help us tighten up our midfield and defense. Oh, Colin, quite straight laced there, man. Colin, you right, man? Morning, Alex. Are you right there, man? Are you okay, Colin? You okay, man? I think you're all right. I said at the end of the season, 8 out of 2 in, and start with the 8 out. What about the man, the Erdegaard? I've seen some bits and pieces, and again, it's just like it's more of the same. I mean, I'm not gonna talk about Mr. Erdegaard again unless I can see some serious news come out. It's more of the same. It's more of the same. I mean, I think. Do you know where Arsenal are stuck? They're just still trying to get over the valuation of Erdegaard, £51.5 million, and that is as a minimum amount that Real Madrid, have put out there. £51.5 million for one player. No, no. So I agree, but even Arsenal is taking too long to sell players as well. Yeah, I know, and they did the same thing last transfer window, and before that, uh, they have the finances. That's the part that drives us nuts. This guy will not care, and he will panic buy instead of bashing the buys on the youth academy players that can be good enough. But you know, it doesn't drive me crazy, man. I just have to laugh, man. Just have to laugh at the situation. Gonna laugh. I laugh. They got the finances. Show me the money. Show me the money. Matt Whitman says, "Hey man, been a while. Are you, as Josh says, excited yet? Excited about what, man? About what? About the days in the week? What? No, Matt. Thanks for coming in, man. Thanks for coming in. I hope you're well. I know it's been a long while, actually. To be fair, the players we have to sell aren't great. No, they're not. But we can't have them at Arsenal. We can't have them. Can't keep them on the books just like lying idly, just giving us bad performances game in and game out. We too have to offload them somewhere. Got to get rid of them. I know they're not great, but what is the alternative, Matt? What's the alternative? Alex, so Arsenal equals a total mess FC. Yeah. I'd put a total joke FC. But yeah, man. People don't get stressed out about it. It is what it is. If they do something miraculous, if they sign Hakan C and Erdogan and Bissouma and Lamptey, then we can applaud and say, oh, well, actually, this is what you're supposed to be doing anyway. But until that point arrives there, don't get stressed out about it. Okay, don't get upset because Arsenal, for every transfer window, have reverted to type. Do things very, very slowly. Meanwhile, we watch all the clubs going by, where it's like we're on a slow train to nowhere, and these other trains just like firing by and thinking, okay, see you later. See you later, guys. We're not going anywhere too fast. Don't get stressed out because that is what Arsenal do. Yeah, so yeah. Colin, that was evident when Emery requested Zaha and it ended up with a Pepe. How can a manager be on a level if he, the board member or owner, doesn't listen to them? The suits seem to know more about football. Well, I'd far rather have a lot more people on the board who have played football. I'd far rather have board members who form part of the fan base. That surely would say, okay, well, we need people on the board to tell us what we should be doing. And we don't have people like that on the board. Josh, what does he know about football? Probably knows a lot about soccer or American football. That's fantastic. Maybe he can tell you a lot more about franchises, but this is not what it's about. Lord Harris, yeah, what can you tell us? I know, yeah, he owns quite a few schools around London, a few of which I've worked at, academies. Get these people out. Get people in who've played for Arsenal, who knows what it means to play at the highest level. Get the fans in to form part of the board there. It's just a lot more the same, and that's just the way I see it. If we can't compete for Buendia, how are we going to sign Odegaard for 51? Exactly, man. It's just not going to happen. Not going to happen. If they want to get it right, there's one name for the starting point: Antonio Conte. But the thing is, Colin, as much as you can just see on his face, he doesn't suffer fools gladly, which tells me that A, he's not a yes man. B, he would also be restricted by this board, who do not have ambition. So how is that going to work? You've got a manager who's very ambitious. He knows before he comes to Arsenal what needs to be done. He goes to the board saying, actually, you know what? In order for Arsenal to get back amongst the top 4 or 5 clubs in England or in the Premier League. These are the things that needs to be done. A, get rid of the players. B, give them the money. And C, let me have control of everything. Let me have the complete control. The board are not going to do that. The board will not do that. And Kroenke had to ask which kit we were playing when he came to watch. So I'm not stressed, bro. I'm just angry, but mostly laughing in despair. Got to laugh, man. Have to laugh. Smash those. Smash them. Smash them. I know this isn't the case, but I'm hoping we said to Villa we will step away if you sell us Grealish for 80 million. I'm not deluded. I'm just hopeful. 80 million. 80 million. We're just talking about Erdegaard at 51 million and Grealish for 80 million. I actually have said that's the ballpark figure between 70 and 80 million for Grealish. We let all the good players slip through our fingers and end up with Mr. Average on a deadline day. Wow. By finally backing a proper manager. But Colin, do you not agree with what I've just said there? Literally, it's one thing to have a manager who has a vision. It's one thing having a manager who, again, would already know which players he needs to sell. It's one thing having a manager who, for him, knows what it would take for the squad to be upgraded, whether it's like, again, transition the youngsters or buying players in. But it's a completely different thing if the board do not have the ambition, and clearly they don't have the ambition. They don't have the ambition. Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Just been sidetracked there. Sidetracked. Uh, yeah. So let's kind of quickly review the news of this morning. So quick spoke about Ruben Neves. Yes, the latest person. People saying, "Oh, this is the replacement for the player that you missed out on." Ruben Neves tells teammates he's willing to join Arsenal this summer, with talks underway for the midfielder. Wolves midfielder has indicated to his teammates that he wants to join Arsenal this summer. The Portuguese national has emerged as a transfer target for the Gunners, with Mikel Arteta eager to strengthen his options in the middle of the park. Now, the Sunday Times claims that Arsenal have begun work to bring the midfielder to North London and are hopeful of agreeing a deal of around £34 million. Wolves, meanwhile, are open to sending the 24-year-old. I was thinking, why he's still only 24 years of age? Anyway, Neves is aware of Arsenal's interest and has indicated his willingness to join the Gunners to his Wolves teammates. And I just kind of picked up a little bit of information on the internet where it says that his style of play. The article was on the UEFA.com website, so it describes Neves as a defensive midfielder who is not afraid of going forward and prompting attacks, showing great maturity combined with an accurate passing skill, great vision, and astute sense of positioning. His playing attributes also granted his comparison to Portuguese international teammate Moutinho for his fine first touch, similar desire to press his opponents, and excellent distribution. Neves also drew praise in the media for his tactical and mental qualities, as well as his intelligence and long-range shooting ability. Now, his stats is he scored. I've actually kind of found it here. Let's have a look here. Yeah, 36 games and 5 goals. 36 games, 5 goals, 3. No, that's it. 36 goals and 5 goals. Not bad. Not bad. Not the best. Not the best by a long way. I understand that, but I'm thinking just which other defender we have currently can match those stats there. I mean, you could probably say Saka, yeah, but two different positions. Two different positions there. We also spoke about Hakan C, AC Milan midfielder. So Hakan C, sorry, Mikel Arteta Has been handed a transfer boost in search for the Buendia alternative. Hakan C looks set to leave AC Milan this summer, as Rossinieri will not budge on the new contract negotiations and his demands. Hakan C has enjoyed a terrific campaign with AC Milan topping the Serie A for a number of chances, creating statistics, including the likes of key passes and shots created actions, as his side finished just second place in the league. Second place in the league. And I actually have said that I've done an in-depth video, so that video will be coming up later on this afternoon. Of course, the time's going to vary wherever you live in the world. But have a look at that, and you see my in-depth thoughts about this youngster here. And last but not least, we spoke about briefly Joe Willock. There's some life in the story yet. The story? What story yet? Well, apparently, that Newcastle set clear Joe Willock transfer stance as Arsenal face big summer decision. Newcastle United have registered their interest in signing Arsenal midfielder Joe Willock on a permanent deal this summer. The 21-year-old had a fine loan spell with the Magpies, notching up 8 goals in 14 Premier League appearances at Newcastle, as he won the Premier League Player of the Month award for May, having scored 7 goals in 7 games. My goodness. Newcastle have registered their interest with Arsenal, according to the Chronicle, but the Gunners are in no rush to make a decision regarding Willock. The report cites that sources in North London sense that United may need to push or splash out £30 million. Wow, in order to prize the Hell End graduate away from the Gunners, although there is no deal to be done just yet. So again, that has been the news from our, Canafod TV's perspective. Again, don't take our word as gospel. Yeah, go out and do your own research. Let's go back into the live chat and see who else has joined us on this one. I would like to see the likes of O'Leary, Bergkamp, and Overmars on our board. Some real Arsenal legends who know the game. Well, O'Leary, he has like how can you describe his position at Arsenal? It's more like a figurehead, ambassador role. That's what it is, an ambassador role. He's not on the board. I could never quite understand that. The player who's got the record amount of appearances, 722 appearances for Arsenal, and yet he only has like an ambassador role for Arsenal. Man, get yourself on the board. Get yourself on the board. But Bergkamp, yes, I know he's said in the past that he's happy. He's not looking to manage anytime soon. He's got his family. But was heard recently that he's added his voice to the Daniel Ek consortium there, along with Patrick Vieira and Thierry Henry. But yeah, I don't see why not. Bergkamp, you could be like a ex officio board member. Yeah, why not? And who else did you say? Oh yes, Overmars. I don't think Overmars is going to be leaving his Amsterdam post to anytime soon. Yeah, yeah. I agree. I think the Ek position would be even stronger with a righty on board, for example. Yeah, righty is not a Cronky fan, is he? Oh lordy, skid him, daddy. Wouldn't O'Leary become manager? Was it just Leeds that he managed? It was Leeds and was it Sunderland? I think he managed Sunderland as well. But I don't think he would manage. I think he'd far rather remain at board level. But again, he's got an ambassador role at Arsenal. I would definitely take a Neves as well as Basuma, but I want Basuma as your main man. Okay. We would more likely end up with Lee Dixon on the board. Yes, why not? Why not? He's quite vocal. I know he's a pundit, but he's quite against the board as well as against Kroenke. But yeah, we want to see a lot of the ex-players, and see some fan representation on the board as well. It can't happen anytime soon, man. Sooner rather than later. Arsenal supporters living in the UK should stop going to the Emirates. You really want Kroenke out. If you really want Kroenke out, well, I can only do my part. Again, I'm not here to be a flag bearer. I was just exchanging messages with James Rowe about the position there. I've got the. Listen, it was nice to get the tweet from the guy who's in the States. And actually, someone sent me a message last night after I did my my one man protest, and he was saying to me, why can't you, why don't you contact them, the Arsenal Supporters Trust? Get people to protest, but get the permit so it would not be seen as an illegal protest. I said, well, yeah, that's worth a try. I might just contact them. I didn't realize they've only been going since 2003/4. Not the longest time. Not the longest time. But anyway, okay, so what we're going to do, take a quick pause for the cause, like I like to do. I like to take a quick pause for the cause, a pause for the pause. Just kind of water my palate. I always forget to have like a little bit of water next to me. Because you imagine I'm leaving the screen, gonna get water, I come back and everyone's gone. I can't do that. So I'd rather have like a little advert break in between. Yeah, the segment. So have a look at this video. We're talking about our membership scheme, which has been running for the longest time. And we've got three new members. Yeah, I think so over the last few days. Wonderful stuff. Wonderful stuff. So have a look at this video. We're talking about our membership scheme. And as well, someone reminded me, if you cannot see the join button, which should be next to the subscribe button, the link is in the description box below. So you can also click the link. Yeah, you can't get away that easy, man. You can't get away. But anyway, have a look at this video. We're talking about our membership scheme running on Cannon Fodder TV.
Hi, and welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. Well, this is a special video introducing our new membership scheme. Membership scheme, I hear you say? Yes, YouTube have allowed all content creators to have a membership scheme, and it's open to all our subscribers. Let me just get one thing straight right about now. All the content that you've been seeing for the last 2.5 years will remain to be free. So that's the Voice of Reason, that is the live shows, the broadcasts, the easy talks, all those content there is going to remain to be free. Okay, so I've got it off my chest. With the membership scheme, you get certain perks. With those perks, you'll get to see behind the scenes footage that probably nobody's seen before. Maybe, I'm not sure if you want to see. You also get early release of certain videos. And of course, with the player profile videos, where you ask us to do a video on a specific player, we'll give you a shout out, we'll mention you, and that'll be literally earmarked as if it was a present from us to you. With those formats there and the perks, they will come with a small price to be paid for the month. So with the lower level, which is going to be a bronze cannon, you will get the shout out in the live chats, and also with the chat, if you are a member, it will go right to the top of the page that we must and we will mention you. And you also get like a free emoji and GIF with that as well. With the silver cannon, again, you'll get all behind the scenes footage, all the bloopers, all the things that we've tried to keep away from you. But yeah, there'll be a small price to be paid for that. That's roughly standing at £4.99. It will vary from country to country. So wherever you're on the way, there'll be a slight difference in that. And like I said, we're trying to maintain the future of Cannon Fodder TV across the whole platform. So by all means, we would love you to be a part of the membership scheme there. There are going to be perks, including discounts for all the merchandise currently running on Cannon Fodder TV. So that is the reason why we're doing the membership scheme. Again, you don't have to join it. All the content I'm going to repeat will remain to be free. But part of the membership scheme, you'll have all those perks there. Again, there's going to be a free Q&A live session with me and maybe my brother every Thursday. You also get early footage of early releases. And of course, you'll get the discount as well as all the bloopers and the behind the scene footage right here on this lovely channel, which is called Cannon Fodder TV. So we would love you to be part of the membership scheme. Please, the video is up and running now, and it's free to all the subscribers, all the viewers that's ever viewed at Cannon Fodder TV. So for myself, Alex, and of course for my brother and Monty and everyone from Cannon Fodder TV, welcome, please, to the membership scheme on Cannon Fodder TV.
So there you go. If you ever want to know what it meant to be a member on Cannon Fodder TV, there's so many perks on Cannon Fodder TV, like a discount on merchandise. Can we tempt you? Probably need to lower the prices, isn't it? I got some homework to do, Alex, man. You got some homework to do. Anyway, let's run through these last ones before we wrap up this one. Okay, Gail says Kroenke doesn't give a toss about Arsenal. All he cares about is the dollar sign. Boycotting is the only solution. Yeah. Anything else? Is that it? Dear. Just guys, a quick heads up. Later on, usually on a Monday, we do the Monday night chats with the original Godfather, Eltel, and James Rowe. But there will not be one tonight. It's kind of scaling down some things because we're leading up now to the transfer window now, isn't it? So it's the silly season. So yeah, and there will be no easy talk for the next 2 to 3 weeks. I think maybe 3 weeks. But yeah, we're trying to gear ourselves up now for the transfer window. I'm trying to gear myself up anyway, at least coming live and direct every single day with some transfer news, as well as pre-recorded bits and pieces, which will also give me some opportunity to get back and do the player profile segment. The player profile segment, yeah, where I research the players who have played for Arsenal over the last 40, 50, and sometimes 60 years. Wonderful, wonderful segment there. But yeah, in regards to certain segments like the Voice of Reason, the Voice of Reason is now on his holidays. So no more Voice of Reason, as is the Easy Talk. No Easy Talk for the next 2 to 3 weeks. Anyway, let's go back into the live chat. Just give you a quick heads up. Oops. Matt says trouble with her boycotting is Kroenke doesn't care about the UK legacy fans. Game goers boycotting merchandise by millions will be what really hurts him. Yeah, well, we said as well, because Walmart owns Asda, which is a supermarket over here. You can boycott Asda. You can boycott all the sponsors. I think it's Intel, Adidas. News will spread very, very quickly. Very, very quickly. Oh my goodness. Arsenal? We don't want to be connected to Arsenal. They've got too much problems over there. Oh, I'm gonna that contract was signed, let's rip up the contract. You've got to add something to this movement here. You've got to do something. Because if you're not saying, oh, well, actually I want Kroenke out, but yet you still buy the merchandise. Listen, I've said my piece. I've said my piece. Thank you, Alex, for a great segment, and thank you, Gunners, for your time. Monty, do you want to put your link in before we wrap up this one, please? Monty has his own channel, YouTube channel, so he's going to put the link to his channel where you guys can quickly just subscribe it. Just subscribe. Nothing more than that. Click the link and go over and subscribe. Not much energy to be wasted there, is there? Not much. What's the problem in Arsenal? No money. Let those Kroenkes leave Arsenal. They are killing the club. Thank you for that, Joseph. So thank you for great content. Keep up the good work. Thank you for that, Static. Thank you, indeedy. Thank you again, Alex, and big up Monty. Nice one. Brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. And I believe we've come to an end. I've got some bits and pieces I need to be getting on with. Like I said, look out for my in-depth thoughts on Hakan C coming later on this afternoon. There will be no Monday night chats with my guests, James Rowe or the original Godfather himself. Again, we're going to be taking a little bit of a breather. I am going to be taking a breather. I'm just kind of gearing myself up for a lot of transfer news. It's the silly season. That's what it is. The silly season. Anyway, Monty has left the link for each and every one of you to go in and subscribe to his channel. Again, he can't make it more easier than that. Link is right there. Click it, subscribe. Click the link, lift up your finger, go over and subscribe. Really, it's that simple. Anyway, come on, you Gunners. All right. Meanwhile, make sure you subscribe. Be part of the community over here, Cannon Fodder TV. There's so much content across the whole platform. If you're a bit nostalgic, you're thinking, oh, I just wish how it was back in the old days. Check out the player profile. The players that we've done on there, And I know, Monty, I know I need to adhere to your requests, the player there, but have a look at that segment. Wonderful stuff. Even get comments, and some of the stuff we did there was like a year and a half old, and still we get comments there. Wonderful comments there. There's just so much content across the whole content, the channel on Canon Fodder TV. Brilliant, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Anyway, guys, I'm out of here. You will see me tomorrow morning, same time, same place, a different day, different player, featuring and talking about a different player, another player that Arsenal is linked with. Anyway, if you've been wondering who or what you've been listening to, well, you've been listening to Canon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world.